Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Al Show. I'm here with, as always, my co-host, Mr. TNA TJ.
Yo, wrestling nerds.
And we're happy to have everybody with us today. Lots of news to go over. Pretty slow day in wrestling, but we're going to have a good time with it. Slow week, relatively slow. Not too much going on. So we want to take your calls, talk to the fans. We're going to interact with the chat room a lot.
Nice.
You know, spend some time with the family sort of episode.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So welcome, everybody. Happy to have you. How about last week? Wasn't that fantastic, having BC on the show?
Very good.
Great interview.
Nice.
A lot of good listeners. We got a lot of listeners for her. She has a good following. And we want to thank her again for coming on. Looks like we may have a big invasion on the Big Al Show. We may have some Glow Girls taking the show over. This may be the start of something here. So we may be hearing from more of them in the future.
Oh, very nice.
So, Mr. TNA TJ, what's going on with you, my friend?
Not much.
Say hello to all the TNA fans out there and all the WCW fans.
Oh, well, WCW fans for life, and you guys should know that by now. TNA fans for maybe another 2 years.
Hey, say what's up to everybody in the chat. We got Andre Harrison, Canadian Mad Max. That's a new one.
Whoa.
Canadian Mad Max. Welcome to the program, my friend.
Thunderdome.
Hey, look, Daniel from Scotland. I haven't seen him in a while. Welcome back, Daniel. Wondering how you've been, buddy.
Man.
Our guest, the Luchadors, as always.
Yes.
Loyal TNA fan, and he's also a loyal fan of the Big Al Show.
Yeah, I know that. He's also a loyal fan of DDP.
You converted him to DDP. We talk about DDP every week with you.
Well, I'm sorry. He was the man.
Portia, thank you for joining us as always. We love Portia.
We do.
And let's give her credit. She called in last week.
She did.
She said Daniel Bryan was going to be the 7th member.
And she was.
Of Team WWE, and she was right. She was 100% correct.
Correct.
So good job to Portia Anderson. You were right on the money with your prediction. A couple people said, Triple H. I heard a few said Daniel Bryan here and there, but Portia called this, I think, for a while.
That's right.
So we're going to call her out on getting it right.
Yes.
And Ryan didn't call in with his SummerSlam review.
WCW Ryan.
Yeah,
Where's
WWE Ryan.
Oh. Are you sure?
Daniel from Scotland was on vacation. Hope you had a great time. Where'd you go, Daniel? See any wrestling? Is Drew McIntyre back there yet? Because I haven't seen him much. Is he still on SmackDown?
Gone.
You haven't heard from him?
No.
Because, listen, everybody, TNA TJ has been watching SmackDown like crazy. And, this gives us a perfect time to talk about something you showed me, because I don't watch, any SmackDown normally, but you said, I got to see this guy, this new wrestler. So, boy, was I impressed with Alberto Del Rio.
Isn't he?
Okay.
Character?
I think he was is he someone before? Has he been involved in wrestling at all?
Not that I know of.
Probably on the indie scene, maybe a little.
Maybe. I've never heard of him.
But, boy, what a character. Great personality on this guy. I love the skits. We were looking through the skits on YouTube. Great stuff. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you either have it or you don't. This guy has the look. He's got charisma to him. He's a character. I'm very high on him. I only saw him once. He sold me already, more than a lot of these younger guys who they've been pushing in our face over and over every week, and nobody just wants to buy. John Morrison? Anybody bought John Morrison yet?
Nope.
No, he's still not even close to over. Would it be fair to say that because of the skits and the development and the character of Alberto Del Rio, that when he came out, he got more heat, he's more over than John Morrison in just one match?
I would say so. He's more over than Ted DiBiase's son.
Absolutely, he's more over than Ted DiBiase's son, and that's a comparison you wanted to make.
Yes, I think this guy is showing how Ted DiBiase Jr. should be playing his role, but he's not, and it goes to show you, good on the mic. He's not charisma. He just doesn't have it for me. He's more like maybe a preppy son of DiBiase, how he should have played the role. Maybe, DiBiase spoiled him. That's the role he should play.
Forget it. He can't play a role. I don't think he has it in him.
You got to give him.
No personality. And you're sold on, you like the Cody Rhodes, the dashing Cody you were showing me?
It's okay. I don't mind it. But this, Alberto, I like he has his own ring announcer.
Alberto.
Yes. Did I say it right?
Yes, I love the ring announcer. Great touch. The WWE still does this best.
Right.
The character development.
Building a character.
Yeah, he has his own ring announcer who looks just as stuck up and snobby as him.
Even announced when he wins.
Yeah, he sticks around.
How about the fact that he beat Rey Mysterio on his first match?
Oh, the kids must have been crying.
Crying through the mask?
The kids were crying.
The mask came off.
Yeah, man.
They were on the ground.
But you didn't see it coming, right?
Dude,
I thought maybe he was going to squat. But why would they do that? Why would they set him up for that loss?
Big match to start with. Usually you go against somebody a little lower, no?
No, you do.
Okay.
That is a pretty big match. But it shows you, they probably they believe in this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he was an FCW. Daniel pointed that out for us.
FCW.
At Florida Championship.
Sounds like a...
Sort of a get ready for the WWE playground. So a lot of the best. So the younger guys come there. We want to say the best because we're not totally sold on a lot of these younger guys.
Not ROH, which you made me watch.
Hey, listen, everybody. I've been getting a lot of people are asking me to watch ROH for the longest time. So today we watched a little bit. We watched about 30 minutes. What'd you think?
Some bad.
Some good, some bad. I think it's the right blueprint, but they're doing a lot of the same things. TNA's doing. It's like there's so many wrestlers. What did we see? 2 different battle royals, and within the first 20 minutes, it looked like 2 huge run-ins. So I thought this was different. Now, it's probably maybe the pay-per-views are different, but they don't have it 100% either.
Yeah.
Maybe 50-50. Do you think ROH is better than TNA?
No, but they could have more potential if they had the money.
Okay.
Okay, their direction, I think, is a little better.
Their direction is a little better. It's definitely a little better, but it's not, it's not the savior. It's not the savior of wrestling by any means.
No.
They're following some of the basic rules. There's some managers.
Well, I like the older
there was a jobber that we saw.
Yeah, it was good.
That's cool. The announcers are a little more realistic.
Right.
So, maybe it has potential, but it definitely needs a lot of tweaking.
Yeah.
It's still an independent federation. They need money. Yeah. And here's the big problem. All their big guys, anyone they build and make big, is going to get stolen by the WWE. You didn't know this, but remember we saw the interview with Tyler Black, their champion.
Oh, yeah.
WWE has signed him.
He sucks.
Okay, but that's not the point.
So he's gone.
He's gone. Well, he's still the champion, and he's going to have to lose it and take off.
I don't know he's called the WWE and tossing it in the garbage.
He's going to toss the ROH belt in the garbage for Vince McMahon.
That's the storyline.
They would never do that.
No.
I don't think he'd.
But that'd be funny.
But here's the thing, if Vince can just steal your champion anytime he likes him, Vince is sitting in his office just watching and saying, hey, I like that guy. Let's get him. And that's it. So whether you like Tyler Black or not, it sucks if Vince can just go in there and grab him. Is it illegal to sign these guys to non-WWE deals? Will these independent wrestlers just not sign? Because if I was ROH, I wouldn't be pushing someone as my champion if it was in his contract that he could leave me for the WWE, especially if he's still the champion.
Right, and you're building your whole show almost around the champion.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
And it's history.
Not even going to win a belt.
Yes, Cole Cabana was cool because the chat room was talking about Cole Cabana.
I like him.
He was pretty funny. I did enjoy him. I saw, who was he wrestling? He wrestled the Jobber.
Yeah, he wrestled the Jobber.
Overjobbed. Big time. But it was a cool little match.
And he did a little jobbing with the choking. He was choking.
Yeah, but he was funny.
Yeah, he was
I see the entertainment in
it.
it.
He was all right.
So what else, TNA? Should we get into the news?
Sure.
Do you want to start with the news? How's the chat room feeling, everybody?
Go for it.
Looks good. Okay.
Dusty Rhodes bought a hat?
Yeah, breaking news. Dusty Rhodes got a hat.
Nice.
Give me a break. Dashing Dusty Rhodes.
He's Dash.
All right, I'm going to leave everybody alone with TNA TJ for 1 minute, and you all know what that means.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I actually was on my way here to do the show, was blasting this soundtrack, some theme in the car with the windows down. I'm not
Again, you got it wrong. You get it wrong every week. I don't play that so that you talk about the Nitro song. You're supposed to, throw back. You're such a WCW lover, and you have so many moments, supposedly, that you lust for that happened in WCW. Here's your time. All these viewers out here listening to you talk about WCW, and all you want to talk about is this goddamn Nitro theme.
All right, I'll tell you something then. You want to hear something? I was very upset when Buff Bagwell almost got paralyzed. I never told you, but I was upset. I was very upset. But thank God, the Lord was with him. He came back stronger than ever. He even beat up his mom. He showed him no respect. Okay? And then jumped Judy Bagwell in the ring. That was a moment in WCW history I won't forget. Judy Bagwell getting beat up by the one, almost paralyzed, Buff Daddy. But that shows you what working out does for you. You can get paralyzed and still come back and walk and wrestle again and still beat Buff Daddy and get the girl.
I'm just going to let you drown.
What?
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm just being honest with you. This is when you're Buff Daddy. Okay, you can do what you want. Get in a car accident, go off.
Here, listen, take the news. You get started with the news.
Oh, the news!
What's the first thing you see?
The first thing I see is The Miz to be TV champion. Is this true? What is it? Alberto, we already talked about Alberto Del Rio, the man. We got Impact, got a 0.9 and a reaction, a 0.0. Nobody watched it. Very good stuff. Raw, surprisingly, got a 3.3. This is crazy because they've only gotten 3.3 the last 3.5 years.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it's very true. Why even put rating systems up anymore? Does anybody care? Honestly?
Because I care because I'll tell you why.
Why would you care?
I want to see how bad it gets so that, maybe someone will listen to the wrestling fans and the wrestling community.
No.
That we want change and this crap isn't going to cut it. None of these federations have it right. None of them are doing, they need to go back and watch old school tapes, NWA. I might sound old school here. They need to go back to the 80s. That was my favorite time in wrestling. It was so realistic. There were characters. The storylines were good, but they weren't overboard. There weren't run-ins every other match. It was a different ball game. Matches went a good distance, man, 20, 30 minutes. 20 minutes a match was not unexpected. It happened weekly sometimes. Let's go back to that, please. That's when I fell in love with wrestling. I believed it was 100% authentic, no scripting involved. I was a kid, and they sold me. I remember fighting with my grandma, who tried to be, tried to spoil my fun for me and tell me it's fake.
No.
Yeah. Well, I showed her. I said, look, tell me how this is fake. No mats. Look at Hawk. Look at Hawk flying over the rope, taking that bump on the hard concrete. How is that fake?
Let me put you in a bump.
I literally tell you, my grandma. There's nothing fake about that. Yeah, I didn't say bump. I wasn't in with the lingo back then.
Did you clothesline her? Ask her if it was fake?
I kicked her in the knees, gave her a DDT.
Did you rake her back?
I raked her back.
Say, is that fake, Grandma? Who the hell is Skip Sheffield? Skip Sheffield?
He's in Nexus. Remember the big guy? The big built guy?
The bald-headed guy.
Bald-headed guy, yeah.
How did he break his ankle?
Oh.
I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Skip Sheffield broke his ankle.
I'm doing what?
I think it was a house show of some sort. Daniel from Scotland will probably know exactly what happened to him. Portia Anderson wants to talk about, making her in-ring debut. How'd she do, Portia? Did you see it? You watched SmackDown, right? Serena?
No, I don't watch
From Straight Edge?
No.
Sorry. TNA TJ doesn't watch the girl stuff.
Boring.
Harrison said she was solid, so that means she probably sucked.
The ball girl.
Just kidding, Harrison.
Oh.
And Portia liked it. Okay, so the reviews are pretty good for Serena. Yes, she's the bald girl with the Straight Edge society.
She's growing her hair back?
You want her hair? She was kind of pretty with that hair, huh? Now I kind of lost interest in her little.
Logo.
She's a character, though. I like characters more than looks. I'm not watching wrestling for a beauty pageant. Even though, if you look at the divas, that's what it is. And we talked about this with Miss Beastie last week.
Miss Beastie. Miss Beastie likes...
She was wild, wasn't she?
Yeah, she likes, what's her name? From TNA. Used to be in
Awesome Kong?
Awesome Kong.
Everybody likes Awesome Kong.
It's not there anymore.
Throwback. Well, what else? You keep staring at the news and you're not saying nothing. Here, give it back to me. You don't even know what you're talking about. All right, it's not The Miz to win the TV championship, as you know, being funny. The rumor is that The Miz is going to go all the way. WWE is going to push him to the World Heavyweight title.
Which one?
It makes a difference, the WWE title, the big one. Okay, we were talking about that today, guys, how the World Heavyweight title is such a backseat title to the WWE title. And you could clearly tell the difference. You know, they give Mysterio the World Heavyweight title, all these different, you know, Jack Swagger can have it.
Sure.
But you could see, really, where McMahon, you know, puts his money. It's on the WWE title. Cena, and you see him, he's big on Sheamus.
We saw the list
He's always
today.
in that picture, yeah.
We saw the list.
It's much more prestigious list than what he's done with the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Safe to say.
Sure.
Interesting. Booker T never won a WWE title. He won the World Heavyweight. We're distinguishing here, guys. Never won the WWE title. Mysterio never won the WWE title.
A couple of guys did.
Big Show did. We're talking about WCW guys. Jericho did, yeah.
Who else do we say? Benoit?
Did Benoit win? Yeah, he won the WWE.
And Eddie Guerrero.
And Eddie Guerrero did as well.
That's right.
And Perry Saturn. No, that's kidding. Perry Saturn sucks. I'm sorry. I was never a big Perry Saturn fan.
What?
You liked him?
No.
Personality was dry as could be. He looked like a wrestler. He could put on a good show in the ring. He was a good wrestler.
Good wrestler. Bad Mike Tucker. I'm calling you out today. Oh, that's how he talks. He's very bad.
Yes, and the broken ankle, Daniel from Scotland has it for us. I told you. Honolulu, Hawaii, he broke it at a Raw house show.
Oh.
Specifics are unclear, but he's going to be missing some time.
Nobody will care.
Now, Raw was taped next week, so they already have him.
Nobody.
Isn't that strange? Raw was taped. Raw's usually never taped.
Why?
Yeah, kind of. I'm not with that.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I save money.
Good.
I don't know. It's a stupid reason.
Copying TNA? They know TNA.
Copying TNA. Everybody is Raw. WWE is copying TNA. They're going to be taped from now on. So wrestling is regressing at a dramatically fast pace. We are getting worse and worse.
So TNA will go live, though, after that. They want to do different things than WWE.
They're tricking WWE.
This is the way to go.
Hogan's out there having a concert.
Yeah.
We're going live again, brother.
We miss our Monday night fans.
Vince McMahon, you son of a bitch. I'm going to write you out of business.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, Russo.
God, I hate that guy. Russo blows. I don't care if he's listening. I wish he was. Maybe he'll get through. Dixie Carty should not be, by the way, in wrestling. I don't mind if you own it. Ted Turner owned it. Great owner. But you suck as far as wrestling goes. You don't belong. I'm sorry to anybody who likes
Raw's going to Japan and China next week.
Oh!
Live taped.
They
could have left some wrestlers behind.
Luger needs to go.
Give up on wrestling.
No, he can body slam.
You're driving me crazy this week.
I'm serious.
Rest in peace to General Skandor Akbar. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember too much of him, but condolences to the friends and family. He was a manager. I don't remember. I couldn't pick him out, but I do remember. I recognize the name.
Who did he manage?
Bundy. I'm not too familiar with him. Old school, man. This guy I think was around mostly in the 70s and some of the 80s. So rest in peace to the General, or another fallen wrestler. But he was older.
Yeah,
not that
the General already sounds.
The General.
God.
Here's some good news.
I don't know.
You might be happy about this. Scott Hall.
Oh,
you know how he gave the interview? He said he has depression.
Yeah,
he needed some help. Guess what? Guess who's stepping up to the plate and paying for his rehab? Vince McMahon and the WWE.
No way.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
They want him back.
They don't want Scott Hall back.
They do. Why would they do that?
I promise you they don't want Scott Hall back.
What wrestler?
It's a favor.
So they need to help Macho Man.
Did you know that Vince called Hulk after his divorce and said, "Terry, do you need anything?" Hulk Hogan said this himself. You need any money?
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally.
Yeah, Hogan did create the WWE.
He's such a sweet guy, big man.
I didn't say he was a sweet guy. But some wrestlers he takes care of. No.
No.
Oh, I disagree.
You say something wrong, or
like any boss, he has his favorites.
In your face.
Sure. But like any boss, he has his favorites. I think if you perform for him over the years and he learns to trust you,
really,
and you get in this good circle, you're going to be very, very, very well taken care of.
Mm-hmm. He's not helping Macho Man.
Macho Man's probably going to be in the Hall next year, pal.
Oh, it's very important.
It is. Well, you're going to get to your Hall bashing?
I think it sucks. I think it's biased, big time.
We all know that already.
Where's the WCW Hall of Fame? Let's mix
that
it up.
Died a while ago.
No, it's not dead. What do you mean it died? I think there's a lot of wrestlers out there that would disagree at Wrestle for WCW that do not have jobs, Big Al.
WCW's gone. Okay.
Oh, it's not gone.
I love WCW as much as you, but it's gone. Vince will never give that up.
Damn you. Stupid.
Justin Gabriel from Nexus, you know, the skinny guy.
No.
It's kind of all does the 360.
Oh yeah.
He's dating Kelly Kelly.
Ooh, are you jealous?
Was never a big Kelly Kelly fan myself.
Oh.
You?
No, I don't. So what's that? What news is that?
So that's it? You're done with that?
That's the news?
We're not done with all the news.
I mean, that's the big, that he's dating.
Why are you watching what I'm doing here? I'm trying to advertise. Get on.
Is he smacking her booty on camera? What is the big deal about that, though?
Portia's talking about how WCW Hall of Fame is pretty much next year. It's going to be Atlanta. There's rumors. Could see the Road Warriors.
Wow.
Could see the Steiner Brothers. Could see Luger, your boy.
Homicide gone from TNA.
Homicide.
Wow, that is huge. Where's
Homicide's gone.
Whoa. Man, because, I've met him already. I didn't even know he was there. Where the hell? Hasn't he been? Has he been gone? What last show was he even on?
Caller 920, you're on with the Big Al Show.
Whoa, 920.
Yeah. Hold on, caller. We can't hear you. We're having some technical difficulties. Stick with us 1 second. Don't go anywhere here.
What is going on?
Can't hear the call. I hear him, but I can't hear him. He hung up on
It could be Russo.
Vince Russo. I heard some curse words.
I thought so.
Oh, well.
Man, he's pissed. I'm sorry. The truth hurts. Oh.
Speak to you.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to go on about your important news that you're giving me today, this week. This is huge. Homicide? What else? Yeah, someone's dating another girl wrestler? Man, this is unbelievable.
It's just I told you. I told you it was a slow week. What do you want me to do? I can't create wrestling news. Maybe VIP can call in. Hey, did you notice John Cena made a Snooki reference on Raw when he was comparing Skip Sheffield? Or someone, he said he was as tough as Snooki from the Jersey Shore. So does that mean, here we go, VIP on the money, 2 for 2?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think so. Hey, Hogan was on the roast of David Hasselhoff. You see it?
I did it, but a lot of people saw it. What'd you think?
I liked it. They ripped on Hogan bad. Hogan took it well.
I know WWE Ryan wants to call in and bitch about Nexus.
WCW Ryan?
I assume he's going to say Nexus is falling apart here, right? Did you like Raw? Did you watch Raw? I called you and told you to watch it. Listen, guys, I loved Raw, by the way. I haven't gotten into that yet. Loved Raw. I thought it was great.
It's war.
I tried to see Darren Young go. He was kind of a comedy piece, but you got to get rid of those.
He's gone.
You got to cut the fat, right? Trim the fat.
He's gone. He's not.
Well, how do you know where he's gone? He's probably going to stick around.
TNA?
He's not released. TNA TJ.
Oh. Would we even want him? Sucks.
Wrestling George got media passes to some.
Not Wrestling George.
I'm sorry. Yes. No. If you guys remember.
An alter ego.
Yeah, we got it. So we'll do it officially right now. Wrestling George, who's been a regular on the show, no longer wants to be known as Wrestling George. So right here now, we're going to cut his alter ego. Wrestling George is dead. He now wants to be known as Miles Connor.
There we go.
So we have a new character on the show, Wrestling George. No more. Miles Connor.
Welcome.
So Miles Connor got media passes to an MMA show over here, right across the street pretty much.
Casino.
Yeah, casino. And he's going to be taking pictures and down there like he's a media. You know how he got him?
How did he get him?
He said he works for the Kick-Ass Wrestling Show.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is sweet. And he showed her the website.
No.
Yeah, I said, look, we're on YouTube, we're on Blog Talk, check out the Twitter, look at the radio show.
Cool.
And she says, why aren't we on here?
Whoa.
Well, because we're a wrestling show. We don't do MMA. But, hey, if that's what gets him the passes, he does. He is an affiliation.
He is. That's true.
With the show. So good job, Mom.
Better be wearing our damn shirt name or something.
Yeah, make us some shirts, buddy. Kick-Ass Wrestling Show. That's a pretty cool logo. He made that. The Kick-Ass Wrestling Show logo is a product of Miles Connor, so let's give him credit for that as well.
Lashley's fighting this weekend, I think.
Are we going to do some Kick-Ass Wrestling shows? I think that's what the fans want to see. on YouTube. They missed the Kick-Ass Wrestling Show.
Dirty name.
It's a great name. I love it.
Vince would change that to the Kick Butt Wrestling Show. He's PG. I don't want that.
Paul Heyman
Uh-oh.
went off. He said he's not going to take over or do anything with TNA.
Thank God.
Until they give him control of the talent, the marketing, and the office.
Not going to happen.
And Dixie, and that's why we haven't seen anything, because Dixie has been reluctant.
That won't happen.
She won't let him have that control. He said if he was in TNA, everyone over 40 would get their fucking heads cut off.
Whoa.
Literally said that.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
I believe it.
Good or bad?
Good.
Change. There would be major change, correct?
Sure. I think Russo would be the first. And I don't think
Russo would be gone before he got there. There wouldn't even be need for a call or anything.
Nope.
Russo would hear he was coming in, and he would just leave.
Well, I thought that's what happened when Bischoff came and Hogan when they came and they
no.
up the
Obviously they came. Listen, Bischoff and Hogan clearly came as a package deal so that they could get involved with Russo. The plan was to put them together all along. That's why it's not working. You know, you want to change. It's Russo working with Cornette. It's Russo working with Ferrara. It's Russo working with Hogan and Bischoff. Russo now saying, oh, I'd love to work with Paul Heyman. And Russo working with Heyman. It's going to be the same damn thing. You know, anything with Russo. So let's get rid of the Russo. Russo left TNA, and I guarantee it'll be a lot better.
He'll be working at home on a shed.
I don't care what he does. I don't hate the guy. Look, we don't hate the guy. Nobody wants him dead. Yeah, I used to love Vince Russo. I really thought he could help WCW when they were taking a dump, and I was wrong. I admit I was wrong.
Maybe he can just be a character.
He was always a decent character if he was in check as a manager or something, not, you know, as a champion or the head of the main stable or, you know. He wouldn't do it, no. So that's that, and it doesn't look like Paul Heyman's coming in anytime soon. Plus, the Spike executive said, or the rumor is that they said, they don't feel any pressure as long as the TNA ratings for Impact hold up.
Oh.
Are they holding up? They're at 0.9? That's holding up for wrestling these days?
No.
They're holding up now? That's good enough. TNA, you know, Spike is saying that's good. 9.9, we're straight.
They need to keep their crappy people for some reason.
What do you mean?
They kept the announcer guy. Like, he's still part of TNA. What's his name? The crazy announcer used to be in TNA, besides Mike today.
Don West?
Yes. He's still there. Still in TNA. They didn't let him go.
Hey, loyal TNA fans talking about what you've been talking about all week, and I don't know why.
DDT?
When is Bobby Lashley fighting?
Oh, I think it's weekend.
The show starts at 9 p.m. tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that's Central Time. Porsche is on the Central Time, so I guess that's 8 p.m. Eastern.
I guess.
I think it's an hour off. I don't want to sound like too much of an idiot. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
Uh-oh.
So I think it's kind of interesting. Linda McMahon said they asked her if she knew Lance Cade. You know, Lance Cade passed away recently.
Yes.
And her response, and you know, of course, Linda's running for office, so she has to be, I guess, I don't know, politically correct or what this is. But she said, well, I met him maybe one time.
Ooh.
That's kind of harsh.
Yeah.
And then she went on to say, you know, who knows what causes addictions and, you know, makes people do what they do. So it's already to the addiction, talking about addictions, and maybe I barely even knew this guy. I don't know. I guess to wrestling fans, that we would frown on that.
Sure.
Right? Because, you know, someone who worked for your company passed away. You know, wrestling is a rough business, and it's fair to say that many wrestlers suffered many of injuries, mental included, because of wrestling and because of, you know, your opportunity to run for office. Sure. So maybe a little bit more respect and compassion from Linda McMahon would have been appropriate there. You know, stick by your guys. People respect that.
That's right.
Even in politics, I think if you stick by your guns and you show your loyalty to something or someone, people respect that, because how do I know you're going to be loyal to me? That's right.
Typical, though. She has a husband that cheats. Man. So, you know, a lot of governors.
What?
I'm just being honest.
Man wouldn't cheat.
Oh, he has. You best believe.
No way.
Oh, he has. He's even hit her. I don't know how she's going to get.
You mean on television? He would actually make out with a woman?
Yes. He grabbed her stratus.
You talk about, that was probably the craziest. Can someone tell me why Daniel Bryan is still doing indie shows? I guess WWE's cleared him to continue doing indie shows. That's fine, but they're going to use him. I don't understand that. Has WWE done this before? I mean, maybe their own indie shows, I guess. But I think he's doing an Evolve show. I don't know. Maybe they're loosening. Maybe they see there's no real competition to them. They're not afraid of anyone.
They don't think
and they don't care anymore.
They don't care about him.
No, they care about him. They built the SummerSlam main event. I know, dude, you can't say, and he sucks, and you didn't watch the SummerSlam main event.
You think
you didn't watch SummerSlam.
They care. Really?
Yes, they brought him back. They did get rid of him.
For that.
They built, listen, I know you didn't watch. I know you didn't watch, so let me tell you. He beat 4 of the Nexus members in the main event for SummerSlam.
Whoa.
They promoted, obviously that was meant to be a big deal. Cena said, he beat these guys.
Fine.
They're making him a big deal.
Fine.
He's a focus.
Did he win his last match?
What do you mean?
Did he win?
No, he lost.
Match?
They all lost. It was a little
Did he win his last match?
That's a trick question because WWE, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Jericho loses every week. Jericho lost to Wade Barrett.
Okay, so you see potential.
There's nothing wrong with losing to Wade Barrett, and I know everybody likes to say Chris Jericho's cool because he lets everybody beat him and he does the job. But that doesn't mean you should do it. Just because the guy will let them go over doesn't mean you should. Sometimes, you have to respect these. Jericho's a huge name. He shouldn't lose every week. Mysterio shouldn't lose every week. If these guys lose, it should mean something. It should be big. It should be a pay-per-view. Jericho shouldn't be jobbing Evan Bourne one week, Wade Barrett the next week. He shouldn't be your put the young guys over guy. I'm sorry. I don't care. He's too good. He's a world heavyweight champion. He's top 3 probably in the WWE right now.
Well, that's why you need
sick of them jobbing him out. I know he's a good guy for doing it. I know it's great that he's willing to put over the young guys, but that doesn't mean he should do it all the time.
Yeah, he's better.
Build him up a little more so when he does the job, it means something.
That's right. They need jobbers, though. That's what's going on. Superstar, wrestling superstar. Everyone is popular. So, I don't know. You can't build a character wrestling another big character, to me. It doesn't make it a big deal. Get jobbers out there. You need jobbers. That's why I like the ROH match. Pretty cool.
Yeah. A lot of fans out there in the chat room for Daniel Bryan. Got a lot of love for him, buddy. Now listen, let me say this. I wasn't completely sold on Daniel Bryan right away, but his personality I think is starting to come around. He's a good wrestler. I'll give him that. I'm not completely.
He reminds me of that little guy that used to be champion in WWE.
920, you're on with the Big Al Show. He's back.
Hey, what's up, Big Al Show? This is WWE Ryan. I think we had some technical difficulties a little bit earlier, but I'm back with a Team WWE and Team Nexus rant.
All right, WWE Ryan. You got to love the enthusiasm that Ryan brings to the program. You are angry. You're so angry you told me about this before. Why are you angry, WWE Ryan?
Yes, I am angry. I am outraged. We had SummerSlam, Team WWE versus Nexus. I was almost positive Nexus would win, but they let Super Cena get in there, pick up the STF for the victory, and steal the show. And, wow, I couldn't believe it. But what really got me just absolutely ticked off at the WWE was next week on Raw, how we have Nexus versus WWE in one-on-one matches. I mean, if they were just going to do one-on-one, it's like SummerSlam didn't even mean anything. I mean, Team WWE's victory meant nothing at SummerSlam. There were no incentives to gain out of it. Team WWE won. I mean, was that the end of the Nexus? Apparently not. So now they're just giving the Nexus one-on-one individual matches where Darren Young was the only Nexus guy to lose against John Cena. Now, if we remember back at Money in the Bank, John Cena, after his defeat against Sheamus in a cage match, he took Darren Young, applied the STF on him, and stole his Nexus and wristband. And I've been saying this, I think that Nexus and wristband is going to be worth something in the end. But I just don't like this current storyline going on with Nexus and Team WWE. If they were going to do it that way, they did it poorly. I mean, what do you guys think?
Wow, WWE Ryan. You know what I find fascinating about the rant, though, is that you're a Cena fan, and you didn't enjoy Cena coming back and playing the old-school Hulk Hogan role. You know, when I said on Twitter he needed to Hulk up when he was 2-on-1, and he hulked up.
What? Yeah, I did enjoy the match, but what got me also a little bit more ticked off was when Cena came out with that new Purplicious, Great Purple T-shirt. That got me a little bit angry.
Oh, you don't like the new shirt?
Like I'm allowed to drop $20 in Mr. McMahon's pocket.
And you got an orange one.
Yep, got the orange one.
Oh, WWE Ryan doesn't like the purple Cena shirt.
Does he have the hat?
I got. Do you have the hat?
No, don't got the hat.
No hat.
Oh,
no
the
hat.
jeans shorts?
He already said he had the jeans shorts.
Oh, it's right. But you need the hat then.
He's done, I think, with Cena. Are you sick of Super Cena? Are you throwing away your Cena
He's burning it.
alliance?
Oh, I still like Cena. It's just I thought that I just didn't like how the WWE is carrying this Nexus storyline. I mean, they could have ended it a lot sooner at Over the Bank if they were, I just don't see a point of Team WWE winning at SummerSlam, and it should just be interesting in the coming weeks to see what they do, but I don't know what more they can do. Team WWE won, and suddenly they're giving Nexus another go at it, so we'll see what happens.
It shocked a lot of people. I know a lot of people on the internet thought Nexus was going to win. I thought Nexus was going to win because it made the most sense. If you're going to further the storyline, the first time that they actually have a team battle, you would think that they would win.
Yeah.
Cena doesn't lose.
Cena doesn't lose, buddy. That's your boy, though.
Mm-hmm. And to comment on your thought a few minutes earlier, at first, regarding Daniel Bryan, at first, I didn't think Daniel Bryan was anything. I thought he was just a submission guy. I thought he's like Evan Bourne. He's too small to wrestle in the WWE. But let me tell you, that SummerSlam match really impressed me. I mean, his moves that he was doing in the ring, not just the submissions, but some of the ones where he's jumping off the ropes and stuff, he really made me, I am now a Daniel Bryan believer.
Wow. TNA TJ is not sold.
What is he, a character?
I like his aggression.
Is he a character?
He seemed so aggressive in the ring, and I like that was shining through for me.
There's a lot of good wrestlers. Is he a character? Do you like him as a character?
Not yet.
Okay, so I don't like him.
What do you think, Ryan? Character-wise?
I think he's all right. We'll see we'll see him improve, I hope, down the road.
All right, brother. Thank you for the call, man. As always, we appreciate it.
Thanks, guys, and make sure to keep checking me out on Bleacher Report, and also make sure to check out and giving a shout-out to my boy Andre Harrison from Twitter. Make sure to check him out, too. Great articles.
Absolutely. All right, brother.
Later.
Yep, yeah.
This is Andre Harrison from Twitter.
Yeah, that's Harrison right there. So, yeah, the Bleacher Report, and you can see this on our Facebook. If you go to Facebook, type in Kick-Ass Wrestling Show, join our group. And you can check out Ryan. He writes for the Bleacher Report, does a phenomenal job, very highly rated. And Andre Harrison just started up his own Bleacher Report. Harrison's coming after him.
Oh, man.
So I think there's a little rivalry there.
English.
WWE Ryan's just trying to put out the friendly vibes, but maybe in the back of his head, he's worried about Harrison creeping up on the Bleacher Report. We'll find out. So join us on Facebook. Join us on YouTube.com/KickassWrestlingShow. We got to get to work on some new shows.
Yes, we do.
It's been a little while. It's kind of like the end of Season 1. We're going to get into Season 2 soon.
Nice.
Do some different things. And, of course, every week, 6 o'clock right here, Big Al Show.
Yes, sir.
There's our plugs.
Ooh.
So we're done with those. Bischoff went off on ROH.
He's a man.
Said it was for marks.
Marks. Punks.
I could kind of like, you're throwing rocks in a glass house. They're not doing anything better in TNA.
Yeah, they suck.
It sucks, exactly. If they were doing better, I could understand, but they're not.
Makes me mad.
Makes me mad as well. What else? What else going on here? I think we're out of news, my friend. Well, Triple H is coming back in the fall.
Yes, all right. I like Triple H.
Everybody likes Triple H. A lot of people wanting to see the game back.
And spit that water in there.
How many titles has he won? Like 13 or something?
At least
a ton.
11.
A ton of titles.
God. The man.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Hunter Hemsley.
Were we watching him as a jobber
in
WCW a little while ago?
Who whooped him up? Sid Vicious?
Alex Wright?
No.
I think Alex Wright beat him.
Was it really?
I'm pretty sure it was a pay-per-view, guys. Triple H and Alex Wright.
An English guy.
And Alex Wright, he took him down.
Well,
couldn't believe it.
Was good.
He was okay. He was a good wrestler.
Come on.
He has a good personality, but he was small. I don't like smaller guys.
Oh, excuse me.
If Alex Wright, hey, listen, you asked me who's better, and overall, Alex Wright, and I'm going to piss some people off here, or Evan Bourne, I'll probably say Alex Wright.
Thank you.
Because he just entertains me more overall.
He
could wrestle.
The hell out of
Evan Bourne, hey, I'm a good guy, and I can wrestle, hey, there's a place for it, but,
I don't mind the small guys like you don't mind them. I don't
like the small guys.
Okay, but
I like the big wrestlers. I just don't buy it. When I see Rey Mysterio in there, with these big guys. If you saw Vladimir Klitschko, fighting Floyd Mayweather, sorry to say, he'd smash him.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's a heavyweight. Exactly, and these guys are different weights. Because realistically, it doesn't make much sense. Now, you could bend. It's wrestling, of course. I get that. You can bend to a certain extent. But come on, you have to totally suspend your disbelief.
But that's because
if Ray's fighting the Big Show and he's kicking Big Show's ass, there's a problem because I really can't even buy that.
But that's on Vince McMahon's bad doing. They had a cruiserweight division with a bunch of great cruiserweights that came from WCW and went to WWE. It's not their fault that Vince decided to have Mysterio be a heavyweight champion. They had Eddie Guerrero, who else? All those guys. Kidman, Chavo, all those little dudes. Even Jericho kind of was little at the time, but he got bigger. But Dean Malenko, they had small guys. You respected them then. They have great matches. You can't have all just big guys. I mean, I like big guys. I like all big guys, but you can't have all big wrestlers.
We want to do a little plug for Portia Anderson, who we love.
Yes.
Pro Wrestling Alliance, PWA, Booker T owns it. Where's it at? Tell everybody, Portia. I know it's in Texas. I'm not exactly sure where, but they're going to have a show August 28th at 7:30. So if you live in Texas,
go to it.
You got to go to it. Support Booker T. Support a different wrestling federation. I would definitely be willing to take a look. I am looking at them all, and I got to tell you, I'm not going to be easily satisfied, guys. So ROH, as it is nowhere near, where, we want our wrestling to be.
Right.
Could it be tweaked? Yes. Could it be, made a little better? Absolutely. Is it better than TNA? Maybe. I don't know. I think they're all kind of in that, what the hell are we doing mix, and WWE is just a little better. And because they just are, Vince is never going to totally forget how to run a wrestling program. He might have changed a little too much, I think, with the times, but he still has it. At least it's different. The character development is there. They try. It's clear. I don't know what's going on in some of these other federations.
Somebody needs to make a real wrestling organization that do the right things, like getting people that know what the hell they're doing.
I don't know why, but WWE Ryan in the chat wants to know if you like big women.
Absolutely not.
Maybe he means in wrestling.
Absolutely not.
You do. You like awesome.
No, I don't like girl wrestling, period.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I have not stopped.
This is a big statement.
In men's, like, in the WWE, I wouldn't mind if they have their own thing, like Glow or the other thing. Like, I just think they belong on their own thing. Like, I don't know. It bores me when they come out. Now, if they have their own show, like Glow was fun because it was interesting. You know what I mean? That's what I expected, women wrestling. But
you like Glow? Nice save there.
No.
BC will come on here and
it's different. It's different. Who the hell watches anyone that wrestles in WWE woman-wise?
A lot of people. They do have following. A lot of people like the Divas. No, they do. You're wrong.
What title do they have?
You're more removed from the mainstream wrestling fans who really watch it on a regular basis. But they're out there. People like them.
The Diva belts?
Sure.
They still have
Lay Cool. Alicia Fox, who I like. I like Alicia Fox. She's so sexy. I just like her because she's hot.
Girls were managers. Sorry.
I'm sorry. It's not old school. You're right. There's no Rockin' Robin anymore.
Yes, man. It's different. It's different.
All right, so what else? We're pretty much almost wrapped up with the news, so we're just going to get wild here at the end of the Big Al Show. You guys know how we do. We get a little crazy sometimes.
Sure.
So I got to ask you a question, Mr. TNA TJ. Who do you got the fever for this week?
Mark Mero.
Oh, it's hot in here. Fever time, baby. You hear that?
I hear it.
I got to update that sound.
You do. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not so great.
Sounds like a bunch of crackling.
Got to fix it.
Yes. Johnny B. Bad, by the way.
Yeah, the fever for Johnny B. Bad. Mark Mero.
Yes.
Why?
Because he's awesome.
He's really? You like him?
Yes.
He was cool.
Yeah, he's a little bit of Fruit Loop.
Listen, I got to tell you guys, I like the Johnny B. Bad gimmick. I thought it was cool. There was nothing wrong with it. He is not a Fruit Loop. He married Sable.
No, I mean, that was his gimmick, though. He was a Fruit Loop.
He wasn't a Fruit Loop.
Yes, he was weird.
What is a Fruit Loop to you?
A little fruity.
Fruity?
Yes. He was not? You want to check?
He was more like a Little Richard, outgoing. I don't know if he was fruity.
Richard a little fruity to you?
don't know, man.
Yes! If that guy came to your house acting like that, you never met that guy before. You would have said that guy's booty?
For giving 30 years of my life to professional wrestling.
Somebody cut that guy off.
Badass.
How did he get through?
That's it?
Hey, didn't you try to antagonize him on Twitter?
Leave him alone. It's fatty.
It's over with.
He's at home.
Well, leave him alone. He's not at home, actually. He was just on at McDonald's.
Burger King. Buffet.
Leave him alone, TNA.
Hey,
Stop talking about Percy Pringle.
They won't accept him at CC's anymore.
Oh.
I'm just telling you the truth. He ate too much.
You're a pretty big guy, too.
Jesus, he
got gas
on my faces.
Leave him alone.
I'm just telling you the truth.
You're ridiculous, yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do about this guy, TNA TJ, guys. To hold a grudge against Percy Pringle.
He calling you?
He would never call. He made it very clear he would never call the Big Al show. So say goodbye. Last time I'm ever going to allow you to talk about Percy Pringle on the show again. That was it. So say goodbye to the death, right now officially, of Percy Pringle on my show.
That jabroni piece of garbage. Already, I'm going to shoot
I love this clip.
I'll put him in there. Camouflage ring is right. And I make his fat ass. I make them fat ass.
She could ramble a little.
I don't know fat ass.
Yeah, he keeps going and going, and he's out of breath, and he goes for an angle before.
I know he's mad.
For an 80-year-old man, as he sounds,
he's mad.
He's not. He could cut a great promo.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
That guy gets into a fight with somebody.
Boy, wouldn't it be fantastic to have the Sheik on?
Sure, you don't understand.
I don't have the money.
I'll
do anything for money.
Sure.
But we can't. We can't be financing that one.
No.
Sorry, guys. No Sheik here.
I want to know a little.
What do you mean?
He's hard to understand.
No.
A hard interview.
Sure.
What you want to talk about?
Sheik. How'd you get in the business, Sheik?
No, he doesn't ramble that much.
Dude, yes, he's bad, dude. I've heard interviews. He's terrible. He cusses a lot, too. Dirty mouth. He's in a straight edge society. Are they even a group anymore? Didn't they split up on Raw? Or did I miss that? Did they win?
You're the one that watches SmackDown, not me.
Oh, was it SmackDown?
It's time to play Douche or No Douche. Here's your host, Big Al and TNA TJ.
Douche or no douche? Hey, I don't know. Man, I don't know who this guy is always calling me a douche. But time to play the game, everybody. Douche or no douche? We're going to play here with TNA TJ. We're going to ask him a bunch of questions. Shoot. TNA TJ, douche or no douche? Linda McMahon's response to Lance Cade question. Douche. Absolute douche move. They asked him about Lance Cade. I met the guy maybe once. Come on. That's what I met him maybe once. Maybe. It could have happened. But, I wouldn't remember.
Right.
I'm so removed from that. I get you trying to distance yourself from the WWE, but give me a break. You're in the storylines. You're taking shots to the head. You're in the wheelchair.
Get cheated on more.
You're getting cheated on television, and all of a sudden, you can't acknowledge a wrestler who passed away.
Nah.
That's a douche move.
It's public and
it's a douche move.
Bitch.
Whoa.
Did I say that?
You're getting real aggressive.
Oh, sorry. I got one for you.
You got one for me. This is supposed to be you playing this.
I know, but I have one for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure? Okay.
Give it to me.
Douche or no douche? The supreme Lee Marshall.
Come on.
What?
W all the freaking time.
You haven't answered.
Dude.
What?
It's done with. You got to let that go.
Is he not?
You got to start focusing more on what's happening.
Can he come
these
back?
days. Lee Marshall.
Yes.
Any of our listeners probably even, they might.
Whoa.
Let's find out. Chat room. We're going to take a vote. How many of you know who Lee Marshall is?
95%.
Tell us right now, and we're going to take a count, and before we go off the air, we're going to let everybody know.
No.
If you know who Lee Marshall is, let us know in the chat room.
It's a ridiculous
question
to even ask.
A lot of people didn't watch our are not old enough. Some of them, they're younger fans. They didn't watch WCW back then. A lot of them were WWE fans. They didn't really watch much WCW.
They got to talk.
He wasn't a big name.
They have to talk.
That's a very inside joke to the WCW fans, I think.
I will get them to become
So
fans.
far, it's 2-0.
Yeah!
Not for you.
What?
They have not heard of, that's 3-0. No one has heard of Lee Marshall.
They're joking.
Who is Lee Marshall? No one is
playing or
they're not playing in the round. If you look at the chat room, there is not one person who knows who Lee Marshall is. That is all you. I think.
Do they even know who Tony
WWE Ryan has not heard of WCW. He's never heard of it. So you need to stop now with all this WCW stuff. They're tired of it. They're done with it. No Lee Marshall. He doesn't exist. WCW. It's over with. Vince isn't going to give it back. There's another one. Who's Lee Marshall?
What?
Take a look for yourself.
Listen, YouTube them because I think it's a joke. I think they're playing with you. They have to. They're twisting your arm, dude. That's like saying who is Tony Schiavone, who's Bobby Heenan, who's...
Really? Yeah. Really? Lee Marshall's with Bobby Heenan and Tony Schiavone?
Yes.
He was horrible. He was your 1-800-COLLECT guy.
He was more than that.
A lot of people tune out those commercials, too.
He went to colleges.
Yes, he is. I don't know if...
He partied with, like, Texas University at a WCW Nitro party. When do they have those?
Nobody's heard of him, bro. WCW's over with. It's
no,
done.
It's not over with. People know about it. YouTube's still alive, folks. Go out there, YouTube WCW, and you're going to hate WWE. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you know this.
What?
Well, the chat is saying it, so I should say it to you.
WCW rules?
You know he's the voice of Tony the Tiger.
Yes. That's pretty old.
You knew that.
Yes.
Yes. You were a big fan of Tony the Tiger.
Yes.
Do you still eat Frosted Flakes?
Yes. He was cool. See, now, I thought nobody knew Lee Marshall.
Yeah. I don't
but yet they know he's Tony the Tiger.
A lot of people have never heard of Lee Marshall.
Wake up, people.
Loyal TNA fan has never heard of him.
Wake up, Loyal TNA.
There's one.
He also didn't like DDP. He also thought he sucked.
Oh, but
no, he did.
Him.
But I schooled him, and I had to show him some clips to say, what do you think now? And he says, he's a grade A superstar.
Who's your favorite announcer of all time?
Tony Schiavone.
Play-by-play.
Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone.
I'm sorry. It is true.
Anybody ever heard of Tony Schiavone in the chat room?
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I like Tony Schiavone. I thought he was cool.
Great play-by-play.
Great play-by-play.
Baseball.
You know?
Sports.
No, he's good. Sports, yeah. He was straight. What do we think of today?
He sucks, and I hate him.
Done with him, right?
Dork. He's so dorky, bro.
I didn't like him when he was the third man in WCW.
He's so looking.
Do you like any of the? Do you like Michael Cole?
No, I don't like anybody now except for the old dude.
The old dude.
I like Lawler.
Absolutely,
and I like
Lawler.
The fat guy with the glasses, with the country hat.
The fat guy with the
in WWE, Jim Ross.
Oh yes, yeah. I didn't think of him as a fat guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jim Ross? You don't like Jim Ross? You told me numerous times.
Okay. You're talking about Real.
You said he wasn't even in your top 5 announcers.
Not in my top 5.
Who's your top 5? If Jim Ross isn't in your top 5.
Hey, I'll give it
Let's hear your top 5.
Tony, the main man, number 1.
Tony Schiavone, number 1. Hold on. Let's give everyone a minute to digest this.
Okay.
TNA TJ's number 1 favorite.
Yes.
Play-by-play man of all time,
yes.
Tony Schiavone.
Yes.
I think he's good, but he's definitely not that
good.
You're
asking me, though.
Okay. Number 2.
Bobby, the Brain.
Okay. That's very respectable.
Dusty Rhodes.
I don't know about it,
bro.
He's not a play-by-play, and neither is Brain.
Well,
I said play-by-play. You're going overall? Just everything? Okay.
Number 4 is, what's his name? The governor of Minnesota, buddy.
Yeah, I use one of my favorites. Jesse Ventura as well.
Jesse Ventura. Number 5, my last but not least.
I wouldn't have Dusty in the list. So far, I'm fine with your list, but definitely not Dusty.
From the mothership, the guy was the
all time. You're out of your mind. No, he was good, but not that good.
Number 5, Eric Bischoff.
Oh no!
Sorry,
Eric Bischoff.
Yes.
Holy hell!
Easy.
He was okay, but this is your top 5 play-by-play then?
Yeah.
Number 5.
What's wrong with
Eric
that?
Bischoff. All right.
I would agree.
My list would definitely go Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh,
number 1.
That's good.
Bobby Heenan, number 2.
Wow.
Jesse Ventura, number 3.
Okay.
Gordon Soley, number 4.
Boring.
Jim Ross, number 5.
All right.
And I could flip Jim Ross and Gordon Soley. You don't like Soley? It's old school. All right. Oh, you got a lot of fails. A lot of people getting on you. Andre Harrison doesn't like it. He said you failed. Portia Anderson said, who let you near the microphone?
Oh. Well, we need to get Stevie Ray on.
Canadian Mad Max, JR, best announcer ever. Who? JR, Jim Ross. And you left him out of your top 5 for Eric Bischoff.
Yes.
You heard it here first, everybody.
You hear my list. You're allowed.
All right. You got to respect. You see, TNA TJ is not, he's not in with the wrestling community. He's outside the box. He has his own thing. He likes his own type of wrestling.
I do.
So you got to respect that.
I do.
So even though I completely disagree with you, and I'm pretty sure that everyone in the chat does as well, someone said they got to put you in the rubber room.
No.
Yeah, you're going bananas. I do respect, hey, at least you're honest.
I am honest.
Yeah, that's who you like.
And I tell you a lot of guys I think are good. What's wrong now? Someone make a
Matt Striker? No, one's making fun of
All right.
Matt Striker, I'm not a fan of.
Sucks.
I'm not a fan of it at all.
Easy guy. Taz, boo. Come on, what's with the hip announcer? Everyone has to be cool now.
Taz, you don't like Taz?
No, he sucks. I never liked him.
I disagree.
Okay. No,
I think he's okay.
Come on, everything's cool to him. Everything's a great match.
Did you like the ROH announcers?
They're okay. I think they're better than TNA and Taz.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more in there. They're a little more realistic. They're not going too crazy.
Right.
But TNA is crazy, so TNA and Taz kind of have to match the wildness of the show.
I'll take over.
Hudson was a nightmare.
I'll take him over, Taz.
You're bad with your announcers.
Sorry.
Hudson.
Scott Hudson.
So you're naming Lee Marshall today, Scott Hudson, Don West. Did you like Don West?
No.
He was a little too, QVC-ish for me.
Yes. I'll take, what's his name, though? Mongo McMichael. Pretty cool. I thought he was damn good. Take him over Taz any day of the week. Bring his dog with him.
Or the home shopper. What the hell is what's QVC? I don't know what I said. That's the thing that he sells, right? I never saw any of those.
Baseball cards.
But I remember I heard about it.
It was exciting. Got me to buy some packs.
Did you really buy baseball cards off Don West?
I don't know about Don West.
I know he does, but I did buy sells the TNA videos.
I bought college.
You don't believe it! AJ Styles going crazy for busting the business! $20. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. Don West. Hey, at least he tries his hardest.
He's excited.
He's excited. He brings it to the table.
God.
All right, so we're going to get ready to shut things down. We want to thank everybody in the chat room for sticking with us on a plain old Saturday. The Big Al Show getting bigger and bigger, and it's all thanks to you listeners. So you guys know how to reach me. You can talk to me anytime, twitter.com/kickasswrestling, no G. All right, that is me. So anything you want to say to me, we could talk, chat. Love talking to any and all wrestling fans.
Oh.
All right, and it's nice to see everybody in the chat. Loyal TNA fan, thank you. WWE Ryan, thank you. Scott, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Loyal TNA, I said loyal TNA fan.
Oh, man, 2 shout-outs.
2 shout-outs to T. Oh, he'll love that. 2 shout-outs to loyal TNA fan. The Lucha Libres, those are the best. These are the guests. We love the guests. Identity is masked, but love them all the same.
I don't want to see the face.
Canadian Mad Max, thank you for stopping by. Crazy. Good to see you. Mad Max, and he's Canadian.
Thunderdome.
Crazy. And Andre Harrison, as always, thank you for stopping by, brother.
Yeah.
All right? Woo. Take a deep breath, everybody. We're going to see you next Saturday. Oh, and for Portia, yes, BookerTPWA.com. Check it out, Booker T's Wrestling Federation. We got to get Booker on here. That's what he's going to tell us about PWA.
We do.
And a lot more.
I bet Stevie Ray's wrestling.
Oh.
I'm just telling you, I bet he's wrestling in his federation.
That would be the first thing you asked him, wouldn't it?
Yes. Is he champion? And why is he?
We got 90 seconds. Stevie Ray's not wrestling.
Why not?
Has anyone in the chat heard of Steve? Just kidding. Just kidding. Answer the phone. WWE Rock.
Oh.
It's called. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Who is this? This is a 754 number.
Uh-oh. Breaking news?
754.
But VIP, make sure you watch Bobby Lashley tonight. He's fighting.
Okay, what's going on with Lashley? That's it?
Strike Force, he's fighting tonight.
Yeah, what's going to happen?
I don't know, he's going to beat whoever he's fighting's ass.
Is that your exclusive this week, VIP?
That's my
Wow.
that's my exclusive. Bobby Lashley fighting tonight. Batista's going to be in the audience. Make sure you watch it.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Adios, everybody.
Adios.